Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles, and I'm sitting in my family room, and the box is here. I'm going to open the box on camera, pull out the two bags. One bag is watches, one bag is jewelry. Now I'm going to go through some of the jewelry. I don't want the video to run over about 20 to 25 minutes. So being it's a 10-pound bag of jewelry, this could be several videos. But they'll all be filmed right in a row. So I'm going to film one, stop the camera, do second video, start the camera again, and then however many videos it takes to properly go through the jewelry and show it to you. It'll all be filmed in a row, so I'm looking at it on camera for the first time. Now what I'm going to do is pull the two bags out, and then I'm going to open the jewelry and dump it into the box to make it easier to pull each piece out. So I'm going to see if I can show you this as I do it. Being that the box is so tall, I'm going to have to kind of turn it a little bit. And I've blacked out my name and all that. Now I haven't told you who this is from, but I'm going to tell you now. This is from a new company that I just learned about a while back, a week or two ago, America's Thrift Supply. And my friends have bought through them and were pretty happy. And I got a 5-pound box of, I'll cover my address so I can show you the receipt. So let me fold the receipt so I don't have to, I don't want to show you my information. Okay. So I got, let me see if I can get it under the camera. Watch box, 5 pounds, $39. Jewelry supply, 10 pounds, $59. Now, the watches seem like a really good deal, and they are. But I don't, and it came to $119.97 because shipping is a little more than Goodwill. The shipping was $20. Watches seem like they're a really good deal, but what you have to keep, oh, this is interesting. I've never gotten any of this type of stuff. Now, here is, oh, the bag of jewelry is opened up. Okay, well then what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out the watches, and I'll pull out the stuffing, and we'll just leave the jewelry in the box and just kind of dump it out because it's already loose all over the box. And the interesting thing is they sent me this. They sent me this that if I do a video, I've got one in the mail too, but if I do a video, I get 10% off my next jewelry, my next order. So I dumped it out, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. That's how much jewelry I got. Let me see, I'm going to pick up the camera. It's a pretty big box. I mean, this is a large box. I don't know if it has the dimensions written on it. No, but it's a big box. Probably bigger than they needed to use. But let's just start pulling a few pieces out. I'm not going to let the video go past about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But I'm going to try to show you each piece very carefully. I'm not going to look, I'm just going to pull out. Now, this is my first jewelry from this company, and we'll see if I continue to buy from them. It just depends on what I get out of this box. Now, this is a single earring, which is not uncommon. This is a really kind of cool bracelet. It's a lion. No identifying marks, but it is kind of cool. It's pressed, you know, stamped. I don't know, it's pretty heavy for stamped. It might be molded. Kind of a cool piece for crafting and stuff. And then this looks like some kind of enamel, but it's dull. It almost looks like stone. It might be inlaid stone. It looks like it could be inlaid stone in a brass bracelet. Kind of pretty. And then this is just a simple bangle that's kind of bent up. So let's reach in and grab something else. Okay, here's an earring. I'm going to lower the camera just a little bit because it's a little high for my natural hand, where I naturally put my hands. Okay, here's a single earring. It's plastic. It looks like stone, but it's plastic. And then it's an elastic bracelet with kind of shell sequin-like, you know, they're metal and shell, but they look like sequins, flat sequins kind of, and some jump rings on elastic. And it's very stretched out. Look at. So this is parts, but that's okay. We're not going to judge it yet. Let's pull out a few more pieces. Okay. Like I said, I'll buy 1 or 2 of these boxes before I completely decide if I'm going to do it. I'll at least buy 1 more with my discount. Okay, here's a piece of chain, which is always handy to get. Just a, here, let me use the other hand. Just a simple piece of chain. It's got a lobster claw. It's broken, so that'd be in craft supplies. Here's a necklace that has sliding beads on a cord. It's acrylic but looks like shell. I believe the whole thing's acrylic. It's in pretty decent, nice shape. So that's something that somebody might enjoy. Here's an eternity wrap. I would assume a bracelet. Let's see. Well, that's pretty small. I don't know if that would go on anybody's wrist, but you would wrap it around and snap it. Yeah, I guess it would fit. It's kind of pretty. It looks brand new. I don't see any markings on it. And as always, I will leave this stuff out and go through it with my loop. I don't want to do that on the video because it just takes too much time. And anything I find out with the loop and my magnet, I'll put into the video. You'll see it in captions. But I'm just not going to do that. It takes too long and takes away from how many pieces I can show you. This is actually very pretty. It's very shiny, which gets you excited because you're thinking, oh, that could be silver, but you know how many pieces I get that are absolutely stunning. But that is a wearable piece, a nice piece. All right, let's see. Here's one of those bracelets that have the big hold beads. It's not a name brand one that we all know of, but they're pretty. It's a pretty bracelet. It looks like it's almost new. Absolutely no markings on it, but it looks brand new. So I've got other pieces like this I can lot it with, if it comes down to that. Here is a bunch of nuts. Let's see what we can... Oh, and some pieces falling off of this one thing. Now they guarantee, or they tell you, that your jewelry box should be worth several times more than you paid. Now these are seed pods, which are kind of interesting. Not my cup of tea per se, at least this style, but somebody might like them. There's some little plastic beads and some seed beads, because this could go into supplies. So I'm kind of making a little pile here of stuff that has to be sold as supplies. Now here is a cute owl. I've had a few necklaces like this. Let's see if I can get him untangled. This chain kind of got stuck between his links. I don't know if I can get that out easily. I'll just worry about that in a minute. Anyway, it's a very cute owl. And he's got a chain, and he's tangled around a cross. Wow, this is a mess. Looks like some nice pieces all tangled together, too. Wow. And I don't have David here to untangle, so I'm just going to try to move quickly, see if we can get this untangled enough to show you all the different pieces. Wow, this is the worst tangle I've seen in a really... Oh, there's an earring involved. That's part of the problem. The earring is catching on the... If I can just slide it off the cross, that'll help. Let's see. There. There's a cross earring, which that's a very nice pendant. I think somebody... I'm going to turn this down so you can see a little bit more of what I was doing down here. That still doesn't really show. There's the tangle. Nice cross. I don't know if both earrings are in there, but that'd be a wonderful pendant. I've got this gold chain that's caught in the owl. The first thing you do is you kind of unhook anything that's hooked. That helps you to get stuff untangled. And because if everything's unhooked, sometimes that will pull the smaller side through. And that's usually the problem with most of these knots, is that many things are looped together on both ends. Here's an... Oh, it's a pair of earrings that somebody had the foresight to tape together. They're kind of like neat for Christmas. Look at, they look like little candy canes. And they're... One of the backs is missing, but that might be a fun... And it does have some marks on it, but I can't read them. I don't think it's anything important, though. Looks like it might just be a mold mark. And but this is a big part. You got to be prepared for this. Whenever you buy these boxes, and a lot of times that's why some of this stuff just ends up together in a bag, because they're not going to take their time to untangle this mess. And sometimes it works in your favor, because sometimes these knots will have some better quality items in them, because, and the key is to keep it loose. Don't pull tight, just kind of shake them out. And if I can't get this loose in a minute, then... But I want to keep it live. I don't want to come back and show you stuff later. Here's another owl. So see, these might have all been donated by the same person. And it could be why the person got rid of it, too. Because they didn't want to deal with this mess. So see, here's a wire that's caught up. This ear wire. And I don't really know what that is. But you're going to get a lot of this. So if you've never bought a jewelry box, I'm trying to keep it real here. That, yes, it's fun. You hear people get gold and silver. And let me be honest with you, there's not been much of that in all the jewelry we've bought. We take a lot out to test. And I'll tell you, oh, this is not magnetic. We'll test it. But 90% of it is nothing. It's just generic metal, you know, that they make jewelry out of. But we do check everything just in case. But we've found very, 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 very little gold. A little bit more silver than gold. But don't do this to find silver and gold, because you're going to spend a lot more money than you're going to get back in silver and gold. Now, my friends have had some pretty good luck over the years, in, especially when they had the old Goodwill boxes when they were still good. Yeah, I cannot get that undone. Looks like two necklaces. This one has a cute little leaf with a beautiful beaded charm. It actually has a bead on it. And then this looks like stone. These are some stones. So this will get put aside for crafts. I might take that apart and use some of this. Here's another bangle. It's just a very plain one. Here's a few. Well, there's that one I showed you. Here's one that has either little rhinestones or cuts in it to look like rhinestones. I think those might actually be little rhinestones. That's the bent up one. I think I showed that one to you too. Got to move those out of the way. And then here is a single earring that looks like two. It's a double. I get these all the time. They're just a double loop. And then here is an L bracelet. And I have a friend whose name starts with an L, so she might be getting that. Trying to make sure everything I've already showed gets out of the way. This is another, see, somebody donated their owls. And once in a while these boxes will have a theme, whether it be a certain style, a certain thing, but here's another owl. So I've had 3 owls so far. So 3 or 4. And this is some really pretty chain in here. Yeah, this is just so messed up. I'm not even going to make you wait on this. There's a little elephant necklace on a small chain. There's an owl, really pretty owl on a actually quite pretty chain. Sometimes these necklaces, I can take them apart because the chain is so nice. Then this little chain here is what's caught, I believe, in the other owl. There's a pretty cross necklace that has chain tangled around it. And, you know, just a simple cross on a simple chain. And then some kind of beaded necklace here. So you can see, this will take some time. Here's another owl. So somebody's owl collection is all tangled up. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is a pretty, this is actually quite pretty. It says Avon, though. It's an Avon necklace, so it's probably absolutely worthless. And then this is a pretty little tassel, but it's kind of tweaked up. But it's just a simple necklace. Okay, I think we got to the bottom of most of that. All right, let's grab a few more. We're at 15 minutes. It looks like this whole box. They're trying to make a new customer party. This box is not a good one to do it, because this whole box is literally one big tangle. which kind of takes away from what they claim in their ad, that you're going to get a lot of really nice things that are, you know, worth, I believe it says 4 to 5 times. And I will look up the ad and I will try to screenshot it and put a picture in the screen. And I'll pause here for a second so that I can split the screen and add it. So right here I'll put what it says. Okay, so here is a single earring. I've seen this style many times. Bracelet that's multi-layered. Kind of another owl. Okay, we got somebody's owl collection, or several people's owl collections. A little piece of, oh no, it's a bracelet. It's a chained bracelet. Okay. This is an interesting piece. You got some pretty flowers, and it's mixed in with some weird looking big ball chain. I mean, it's a big, this box is very frustrating here. I was really hoping to show you this whole box in a few videos. Now this is pretty. It's a very nice quality chain with a rhinestone curb chain attached. And again, I'll go through, I'll leave out everything I show you in this video. What I'll do is I'll bag each video up separately so that I can go through the bag before as I edit the video, and I can look at each piece. That's just a simple earring. Oh, I can't even tell you how many of these bracelets I have. Several for sure. Different colors. Yeah, this is very disappointing. I won't lie. This box is very disappointing with all the tangled up jewelry. I was not expecting this. Even Goodwill didn't ever give me one quite this tangled, I don't think. So far, everything I've pulled out is tangled. Now, this is an interesting necklace. Let's see. Kind of a statement piece. It's got a nice curved chain. I might take this apart because I could sell this as parts. I could take those beads off and use them, and then that chain is really pretty. It's a nice quality. It all depends on what I find out as I check it over. Here is, these feel like these are stone. These actually feel like stone, and it's got a pretty tassel. I'm not a big fan of the leather strap, and unfortunately that does not unclasp, so I cannot easily, oh there we go, okay. So it's a double. Not a fan of the leather on top, just not a fan of that. But I think I could take it apart, and these are actual stones, and they're gorgeous. Nobody's going to buy this necklace as a necklace the way it is. So this will definitely have to come apart and be used for parts. Now this is a pretty pearl necklace. Oh boy. This is crazy. Bunch of knots, and let me unhook this one. This has a spring clasp. Okay. And this is a little pretty piece. It's got a pearl. It looks practically brand new. It just has a knot in it. Does not appear to have any writing on it, but I'll use a magnet and all that jazz on it. Like I said, anything I find, if I don't put anything up in the caption, that means I didn't find anything out. But anything I do find out about the pieces I show you in this video. This is a loft necklace here. Okay, so this is loft. I don't know if they're supposed to be pearls or metallic, but it does have a loft clasp. So that might be worth a couple bucks. Let's see, we're at 19 minutes. So just a few more pieces and the rest will go back in the box. Let me do this. Let me see if I can pull one thing out that's not tangled. Boy, oh boy. That's a pretty bracelet. That's really pretty. All the rhinestones are there. It looks to be in good shape. A pretty piece, but there is something on there. It looks like some kind of glue or food or something. So I'll have to see if that comes off. Here's a very odd bangle. It's fuzzy. Doesn't appear to be very worn. but it's a fuzzy bangle. Okay, let me see if I can get any more of this apart. If not, this will be for the next video. It's a broken necklace. We got the pendant and then this. I don't know if there's more of this necklace in the box, but I'll be honest with you, so far, I'm not terribly impressed. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of disappointed. I'm hoping it gets better. All you need is a couple nice pieces. The Loft one, Loft can be worth something and it can be worth nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be anything but honest with you guys, because I don't want anybody rushing out and buying anything because I did something. I want to make sure I give you an accurate representation, which I will do over the videos I use for this lot. Okay, let's see what this one is. It's actually nice quality. I'm just not exactly sure the desirability of it, but the actual beads are very nice quality. The chain, it has some nice weight to it. It's actually quite pretty. I don't know if it's resellable as is, but we can see. I wanted to get this thing apart, but I don't think it's anything of big interest. Let me see. I can just get one or two things apart before I end this video, because we're at 21 and I want it to be no more than 25 minutes because it gets to be too long. Okay, here's a necklace, and it's got some gorgeous elements. Now, this is all I'll say to you for being a creator. Now, see, some of them you can see they're painted. Now, some of them look good. The paint's coming off on that one. So, yeah, this is definitely a craft piece. This one was interesting to me. Let's see, I've got this necklace caught up in it. Let's see if I can get this off. Yes. Okay, this one kind of interested me. It's got some really pretty... It fascinates me how you'll get these pieces that have really nice quality elements. They seem to be nice. They're made well. And it all seems to be quality, but there's absolutely no name on it at all. No signature, but that's a pretty piece. So I don't know. See if I can get through the last of the stuff on the table before I, and the box has got plenty. It might only be 2 videos. We'll see. I'm going to have to weigh this because it doesn't seem like 10 pounds of jewelry, but I must, you know, they say it is, so I'll have to see what the box weighed. Because that's, you can find that out. Okay. This is a very chunky statement piece, kind of interesting. Again, very well made, very heavy, and in not bad shape at all. But unless you have a booth or someplace, like if I had an antique booth, I could sell a lot of this stuff for a few dollars and, you know, triple my money. But selling it online, it doesn't sell as easily. Now this one's pretty. It's all little tiny bugle beads or seed beads, some pearls, and just different beads. So this is one that would be great for a crafter to take apart and get a lot of pieces to work with. All right, we're down to the last couple. I swear I have one very similar to this. Has the same Live, Laugh, Love. I don't know if it's the same charm, but I swear I have one very similar to this, and I think it's in pink or red. It's a different color, but there's that. This is, oh, it's got another piece tangled up. Let's see. I think this is that little rhinestone piece. Let's see. Oh no, this is an abalone shell looking cross, but I think that's enamel made to look like abalone. I don't think it's actual shell. And then this is obviously a crafter piece. This is just all these acrylic pearls and drops. But a great crafter's piece. You can make a lot of things, but I don't see anybody buying that. And then here's the last couple pieces. This one is a metal St. Anthony Saint of Miracles. It's a nice shape, looks almost new. And then I think this is the last piece I pulled out. And again, it's in nice condition, appears to be very gently worn. It's an antique brass, but whether anybody would buy it or not, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the first video. We're going to put all these in a little bag or box, and I'm going to turn off the camera, start it back up, and do the next big lot of this. So far, I paid $59 for this box, plus, let's just break the shipping in half. The shipping was $20, so I paid $69 for this box. So far, I would not make my money back on this box. Now, hopefully, the rest of it will yield a surprise, but right now, I'm not super impressed. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll give it another try. So, I'm ending this video, and then the next video will be me turning the camera right back on after I clear the table and continuing to go through it. So I'll be back soon. Bye.